Welcome to Chamberlain Lake. This is March 17th, 2021, St. Patrick's Day. And we're here today in the Allagash Waterway on Chamberlain Lake to fish for lake trout and whitefish. Chamberlain Lake is a huge lake, more than 11 miles long, 13,000 acres, and lots of deep water. In some spots, the lake is more than a mile wide. Not only is it a big lake, but it's also at the base of Mount Katahdin, which we can see off in the direction. A beautiful lake, accessible only by vehicle in the summer, and in the wintertime only accessible by snowmobile. Chamberlain Lake has a natural population of brook trout, lake trout, whitefish, and cusk. Smelts provide the forage feed for all of these fish. As you can see, a beautiful March day and nobody to be seen on this large lake. Today, we're fishing primarily for lake trout and whitefish. And for lake trout, we're using these tip-ups. Just a spool of line that's set up on a trip flag, and when the fish bite, the flag goes up. We're allowed 5 tip-ups each, and usually we put them all in a straight line so that we can see where they are. For whitefish, we use these 4-foot jigging rods. They're basically spin cast rods with a spin cast reel with 8-pound test line, and to which we attach a lure. In this case, it's a Castmaster putting on a small piece of bait. Well, while we were jigging for whitefish, we looked up and sure enough we had a flag. This is for our togue lines. Flag is up. And Ann looked in the hole and she said the line is off to the side. You can see the reel down. The reel is spinning. Not only is it spinning, but the line is off to the side, meaning the fish has taken the bait and is moving away from this hole. Togue take a long time to swallow this big smelt, and so we give it a good 5 minutes after the flag comes up to start bringing up the fish. As you can see, it's taking out a lot of line. This is why it's slowly moving. But the fish is obviously swimming away. So now Ann is getting up to the flag. And we'll gently pull the flag out of the hole and check to see if the fish is on the end of that line. Now she'll lift the line to pull out any slack, just to see if she can then feel the fish on the end. And then we'll set the hook with a little jerk, and then we'll pull the fish up.
I can do it no, whiskey. You put see heavy and if you
What's the sound of? Okay. Now she set the hook. Now it's a matter of playing the fish. And it's difficult to get it in the hole. This is only an 8-inch hole, and those fish don't like the idea of coming up through the hole. Actually, they swim in only one direction. There is no reverse on a fish. And so once they're in the hole, the head comes through, then the rest of the fish will actually push itself right out of the hole. As you can see, she's taken out a lot of line. Now we have a lot of ice. About 26 inches of ice here. And where we're fishing in is about 80 feet of water.
oops.
Slowly it comes up. These fish are big and they pull hard. She's already pulled up a lot of line. Of course, these togue have a tendency, once they take the bait, they'll swim off and swim down on the bottom. The hardest part of playing the fish is when it comes close to the ice. It has a tendency to not want to stick its head in the hole coming up. Here at Chamberlain Lake, we're allowed 2 togue per person per day. It has to be an 18-inch minimum, and there is no maximum length. Now Ann has got the swivel out, which means there's another 5 feet of leader line in that hole, and now she's trying to line that fish up head first in the hole.
I hope it's 18. Okay, here it comes.
She's got the fish in the hole. Now it's coming up. A nice togue. About 21 inches without measuring, but clearly over the 18-inch mark. This is one that we will keep. It is great eating.
Okay.
And here's Ann's togue. 21 inches. Very nice, healthy looking fish here on Chamberlain Lake in the Allagash Wilderness Waterway. We're on the way back after the last flag, and sure enough, there's another flag that's up. So now Ann is getting ready, getting over to the flag. It went up, it took out a lot of line. Now we'll see. The line is off to the side, so it's hard to tell. Sometimes it's actually the smelt itself that's swimming sideways. but she's gonna give it a try. It's a beautiful day here, but the ice is still skimming on the surface. As she's playing the fish, it looks like it took out a lot of line. We're fishing primarily for togue, so there's a real possibility this is a togue. Although there are brook trout in this lake.
I don't feel anything.
Sometimes this fish will actually swim in a circle with a lot of slack line. She's not sure if there's a fish there or not.
Yep.
She's just pulling up the slack. Oh, and she's got it. She set the hook. Now the battle begins. As you can see, it has taken out a lot of line again. Actually, the first one took out over 150 feet of line. This one too has taken out a lot. We're always hoping for a 10-pound togue, although we've never caught one, at least in the wintertime. Now the fish is getting close to the hole. Like any fish, lining it up in the hole is the trick. As you can see, she's got the swivel in her hand, which there's another 5 feet of leader beyond the swivel. Trying to line up that head inside the hole. Oh, looks like another nice togue. Another beautiful togue. About the same size, 21 inches or so. But this one has a much darker color. First one was a lighter, but this one is dark. Beautiful fish.
Okay, baby.
So this is Ann's second togue. As you can see, 27 inches. Not very fat, but look how dark this one is. Nice fish. Ann really believes in fishing in comfort. She got a Christmas gift, a 5-gallon bucket, nice padded seat, just good for jigging for whitefish. This is a 3.5-foot light spinning rod with a small reel and 8-pound test. For lures today, we're using a Castmaster, golden color, 3/8 ounce. It's wonderful, and we're bouncing these off the bottom. Now on the hook, we actually put a little piece of smelt. Just a little chunk. Certainly leaves enough scent for the fish to come running. Or swimming for that matter. What we do is We drop our lines down to the bottom. There's about 42, 45 feet of water here. Drop the line on the bottom and then bounce the lure up and down, raising it maybe a foot at a time. What we're trying to do, the bait actually mimics a smelt that's feeding on the bottom, and it stirs up the bottom of the silt, and the whitefish come along thinking that it's smelt feeding and then feed on the smelt. Whitefish have a preference to a muddy type bottom. So now, as you can see, she just moves her rod slowly off the bottom, occasionally dropping on the bottom and then lifting it up just a bit. It certainly is effective, as you can see. Anne's got a whitefish on. Gee. As you can see, we're just using light tackle, bouncing the bait off the bottom.
It's a nice one, Ben. Hopefully I can bring it up.
I don't know when. I don't know, it has to be 16, and I'm not sure that I...
Hopefully. Okay, baby.
It's early to start keeping them that's like that.
Oh.
Oh no, set that back in. Throw it back.
No, there's a thickness. Well, you'll have to come under the hook. Okay?
And dropped her line down once more, and this time she says she has one.
No, well, no, it's gone.
And she loses it.
It's gone again.
The fish are lucky.
It's St. Patrick's.
Now Anne has another one. This time it's serious. Now they have to be 16 inches. And we're allowed 3.
I hope it's not by the tail. No, I don't think so.
But yeah, this seems to be a pretty decent one. This is an 8-inch hole, so it'll accommodate a good sized fish. Although the average size has been 17 or 18.
It could be a cusk.
Oh, well, it's a good one.
If it's a whitefish, it's big. Or it could be a toad. Not a toad, but a cusk. Okay, are you going to come in?
She's trying to line it up into the hole.
I told you.
Cusk.
Okay,
And it's not a whitefish, but a cusk.
Oh, good.
when I saw the tail there. Okay, what are you
They're
doing?
ugly, but they're terrific eating. You fillet them, and they are excellent.
What are you doing? Well, give me the, I don't know if I can count this.
So this is the cusk. It's about 24 inches long. Ugly, but boy, fillet these and they are excellent eating. Anne has been jigging another 5 minutes and she has another one. She says this one is small.
I don't know, you fight.
Still a good fight.
Okay, Donald. Oh, it's a nice one.
It's a nice one.
Yeah.
It's a nice small one. And it's really in the lucky hole today. She has another one. She just lowered it, put a new bait on, and sure enough, another bite. And another fish.
Oh, it's too small.
They are small, very small. Thank goodness we're just catching them on the corner of the mouth, so we're easily releasing them. And back they go. They need to be 16 inches. And is in this lucky hole. She's just been getting bites after bites. This one is getting close to the edge. You can see the water bouncing in the hole. That means the fish is actually, oh no, it's another small one. Well, we've been releasing them. We haven't kept one yet. And she has another one. Whitefish are schooling fish. So if you can find one, usually you'll find many.
How many have we released? 6, 7?
Of course, they school in the same size, so when you start getting small ones, you get nothing but small ones. Well, Ann was jigging while I was out picking up the flags, and she got 2 lake whitefish. One 16, one almost 19. Lake whitefish, very scaly, actually quite bony, but nice eating. This is the end of a nice day here on Chamberlain Lake. March 17, St. Patrick's Day, 2021.